it's been a while since we talked to you. I was just wanting to see, could you comment on kind of like what happened regarding Christian Wilkins with the report? You know, having something happen in the line room from the team. Is there anything you'd like to comment on that?
No, thank you. Just wouldn't like to comment on any of it.
Max Crosby, just every day, consistent, the same guy. We're almost, you take it for granted when you just continue to see it.
Yeah.
Can you put a value on what he means to the young guys? Because he's always the hardest worker, the most consistent guy.
Yeah.
Just what he means even more than on the field, please.
Yeah, I mean, to put a value on it, I mean, it's great. You know, I could go on and on for Max. I have for the last, I guess going on year 3 I've been here, but leading by example. You know, like I said, when I got here, he was always the lead by example guy, but learning how to talk to different people, I think I've seen a lot of growth there. How to talk, you know, because everybody's personality is different, and being intentional with what you say to everybody and the timing of it on the practice field. There was an example today, like just the tempo of the way practice was going. He didn't like it, so he's going to set the example and go up and talk to certain guys in between series. So it's all the little things like that, I would say, that he sees now, is more aware of. It's awesome.
Terry Wilson said yesterday that the game really feels like it slowed down for him. What have you seen from him this offseason to allow him to feel that way?
Trust in his technique. Trust in, I mean, this kid's come a long way from playing 4-point stance, 4-eye, staring at the grass, to 2-point stance on the edge in college, having a Liz Frank, to now playing football from a 3-point, attacking the line of scrimmage. And this kid gets 2 steps in the ground, it's going to be a problem regardless of what move he does. So, but just him becoming a pro through all of it, just really proud of him.
He missed 8 sacks last year just on technique stuff,
Yeah.
just learning.
Yep.
And when you realize the first year, when you guys first got him, you intended it to be a redshirt year. Really, last year was his rookie year.
Yeah.
How excited are you starting to see it traveling? Okay, he gets it in his head, now it's here, and now he's playing with less thinking and now just doing.
It's awesome. He's not chasing plays. Well, I thought this, I thought that. It doesn't matter what they do. Like, trust your technique, where you're going, your aiming points, your alignment, your moves. And I said this before, but good players can articulate what happened during a play. Like, man, I missed with my hands, or man, my pad level was. He's doing those things. So, like, if you're truly process oriented and believe that the results will come off of that, he's kind of bought into that. You know.
I'm sorry if you've been asked already, but obviously, Terry Wilson his whole career.
Yeah.
There's single elements, but where have you seen the biggest growth from the time he's met him to where he is today?
Yeah, just like I said, the trust in his technique. Kid's been through a lot, man. You know, like the expectation, the injury, the different play style of what he played in college, and then I think there's, you learn the technique, then you got to trust the technique. And then, like I said, not chasing plays. The guys feel the pressure to go out there and do something. Like, you just do your job, you make the plays that come to you, win your one-on-ones. There's just a great example yesterday, not to call Dylan out, but, I mean, it didn't matter what Dylan did. He was doing this move. He was doing club rip, period. Beat him clean. And then Dylan called him out. He hopped back up there. In his mind, like I was just gonna say, okay, what's he gonna do now? Like, he's gonna respond to what you just beat him with, and I didn't say anything. I was just observing, and he beat him again. That's him thinking and going through it, and trust in what he's drilling, what he's doing, and it's just fun to see. It's a lot of fun to see.
How hungry is Jonah Laulu right now?
I'm sorry?
How hungry is Jonah Laulu right now?
He's hungry. He's I want Jonah to continue to play with more, even though he's a second-year player. Like, he's a very disciplined kid. He wants to be right all the time to play with. He would be the guy I want to play with a little bit more freedom. He's athletically talented enough to do it. He is so athletic. I don't even think Jonah knows how good he can be. I tell him all the time. Like, Jonah can be elite, but he just needs to keep working.
It's kind of a two-part question. What role do you really think Malcolm Kuntz would have had last year if he wouldn't have got hurt? And just having to now see him go through everything that he's gone through, what's been the biggest thing that's impressed you about him so far?
So the biggest thing that's impressed me right now, or back to
Just throughout everything, from that time.
just his consistency. That was tough. That was a tough deal, you know. Before the first game, the Thursday, going down, and he was rolling. Like he was rolling. And now to his mindset, how bad he wants it, how good a teammate he is. Malcolm's like, he's a man of few words, but like never bitter. You know, he's not bitter. He's hungry. He's hungry to get back out there. He wants to be out there every play like Max.
It seems like Thomas Booker's come in and provided you guys a bit more versatility with a bunch of different looks.
Yeah.
Like, what do you feel he's brought to the room in that regard?
Good energy. He's really strong. He's been on a championship team. He's very smart, Stanford guy, but a guy that's very self-aware, can play in multiple spots. We kind of just are building it up a little bit, just keeping him at just one spot right now. But yeah, I'm impressed so far. He's fitting right in. The guys love him.
Charles Snowden is a guy you banged the drum for him. You believed in him. And it looks to me, and that's why I want your opinion, he's had a good camp, very solid, not looking like Max, but very solid. Would you give me your assessment of his camp, please?
No, I think he's done well, particularly as of lately. Like obviously, I think he had a good game the one we just played.
Yep.
But another guy, very smart, very aware. But like I'm challenging and pushing him to be a defensive end, to be like a trained killer, like like I'm trying to train the rest of them, not just be Mr. Reliable. And he knows that to continue to push himself as a pass rusher. And he's extremely tall, extremely long, and we didn't know how physical he was going to be when he got here, but he proved that last year. You can go out there, set the edge, play six technique, and made some good plays.
Adam Butler and you have a very good relationship. He loves you.
Yeah.
And he credits you because you push. You're never satisfied. And he told me he had to learn that.
Yeah.
Will you talk about your relationship with him and his maturation?
Yeah. Adam's a very straightforward, no nonsense, no BS type guy. So, and he kind of only responds to coaching that is in the same format. So, he's a guy that's come, was an undrafted free agent, was at New England, Miami, and then here. And that's really kind of been our relationship. Like, if it's BS effort by Adam, like because he can have some of that at times. Be like, no, you got to get going, like, especially from an effort standpoint, because he's so smart. And now he's one of the leaders in the room. So holding him like you're not bottom of the depth chart anymore, man. Like, this is a different standard you got to carry yourself to.
You are not a guy, though, who likes BS either. So does that kind of help that you have really a group, Robbie?
Yeah.
I think you've coached long enough to know you kind of coach a bunch of unicorns. Most guys don't want to get prodded, pushed. They want to be coddled. You got a bunch of guys that want the kick in the butt. You got to feel pretty.
They say that, but like deep down, do you really want that all the time? And me on your tail. You just got to have a relationship with them, and you got to be fully transparent all the time.
There were teams that contacted the Raiders this offseason. They wanted you. The Raiders were like, nope, leave him alone. How good is it to be back with PG and to be able to still be here with him? I know that he has been an incredible mentor to you, and you really care about him.
Yeah, I do. It's, when Pete says this is a relationship-based organization, right? To me, it's always been about the people. I came here for the people. I saw Adam on the roster. I saw an opportunity to coach Max, and I saw a room that I wanted to try to. Josh gave me an opportunity to help bring together, but. I mean, that's what it's about. This business is about the people.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed you different this year, and I'm going to tell you exactly how. I've always loved your energy, you know that. I've always loved the way you coach. But to me, there is a new confidence in you. Does that come from, not that you were ever, does it come from, okay, that was pretty cool this offseason. There were a lot of teams that wanted me now. Others are recognizing my worth.
Yeah.
Is that maybe where that's coming from, Robbie?
Honestly, no. I always sit there. I've worked for, this is my 13th year. I've worked for 8 head coaches.
Yeah.
Been to the playoffs twice. I've seen a lot of movies. I've been through a lot of rebuilds. I've been through different schedules, different head coaches. So now, like, you sit there and observe, and Pete's done a great job, but there's not, I feel like there's not a lot I haven't seen schematically, schedule-wise, and I guess all those experiences from the league is what I rely on most. My call for confidence, I guess.
I know you well. I consider you a friend, and I'd like to ask you something I've never had a chance to ask you. Max talked about and was open. I want to come back, but I want Robbie. I want these people. I want Patrick. When you have a superstar, which he is, that says, I want him. That's the guy I want. He's helped make me who I am. That's pretty special, because people perceive pro sports as very selfish. That's pretty special. Would you talk about what that meant? Because I know you heard it. What did it mean to you?
Max, I didn't even know he said that. But if he said that,
he did,
and that came from him, then it's incredibly humbling. That's what it's about. Like that, it's Max. I always talk about this. There's a lot of shared values of what he values as a man, as a person outside of the player, as well as myself, and it's flattering. That's what it's about. What other compliment would you want as a coach? What other compliment that the best player in the league wants you to be his coach continually, and he'll stand on the table for you? I mean, that's awesome. You know what I mean? I mean, it's very humbling.
Adam Butler told me earlier this year, he said, I don't like Robbie, I love him, because he holds me to a standard that's for my best. Again, I go back. You're not a coach to these guys. They, even though you're young, you're a mentor. There's times you're a counselor. You push them, you coach them. And Pete is that. Could you? You've worked for all these other head coaches who you respect. I've never heard you privately even say an ill word about anyone. Could you have picked a better coach for you to coach as your head coach than Pete Carroll? Because you guys are so similar. You're different, but you're similar.
He's been awesome. I've learned so much. He gets people. He's so socially aware. He can talk to anybody on the team. All those things I was talking about, like how Max has learned to, become a leader and talk to people differently. He reads body language. He understands when the energy is low. He's so locked in with the mindset of the team. The best I've been around from that standpoint. The energy of practice, the energy in a meeting room, the information given in a meeting room. Always having the players' attention at all times. If you're giving them good information or if you have a good meeting, you don't need to say, hey, pay attention. And he's never, every time he's up there, all eyes are locked in on Pete Carroll when he's in front of the team.
Last question from me. And I think it's a good one. I've noticed some difference in Max this year. There's some guys he's not screaming at. Some guys he's walking over, putting an arm around them. As long as the effort's there. Effort's not there, he's screaming. But now I'm watching him go up to, like I watched him the other day, one of the rookie offensive linemen. And he's pushing an arm around him and he's pointing some stuff out. Magic Johnson once told me, a great player is a good one who makes everyone else better. Max Crosby, we all know he's a good player. But to me, he's in that great realm because now he's making others better, not just defensive line. Am I reading that right?
No, this dude wants to win at all costs. And he understands he can't do it himself and be the one speaking all the time. So he's encouraging other people to step up and have a voice and bring up the team. And he's, chasing that 1%.
Awesome. Thanks, Robbie.